as taxpayers? Especially that this money is not coming from the private pockets of these guys. My brother, my sister, let's get more serious. Listen, Ghanaians. Now the president's wife is going to receive allowances. And news from the vineyard is that they are receiving the same salaries as ministers, cabinet ministers. My brother, my sister, what informed this decision? The president's wife is not part of the executive. The president's wife is not an office holder. The vice president's wife is not an office holder. Now, if you start giving allowances to the president and his vice president's wives, are you going to start giving allowances to ministers' wives too? Let's think about it. This country is becoming a comic country. Listen, president is busily running around borrowing money that he can't pay in his lifetime. He is flying so exorbitantly. Mr. President is running helter-skelter, disgracing this country, sleeping unprovoked. At the end of the day, he has the effrontery, he has the disrespect to tell Parliament, you see, deal with our wives, give them allowances. And we are hearing that these allowances are even equivalent to the minister's salary. What do you think? Is this not a slap in the face of the taxpayer? Children are going to school, wading through rivers. Children are learning under trees. Qatar and common cold will keep killing us day and night. Something that we should have dealt with at the snap of our fingers. Common sicknesses are killing us. We can't deal with that. But our salaries are being inflated every day. I'll tell you something. You see, dictators always behave like that. You will be shocked that their children are also receiving a certain kind of benefit. What is the president's wife doing to support this country grow? If she is that important in the growth of this country, why don't you give her an official office? My brother, my sister, think about this very carefully. Graduates are walking on the streets. They have no work to do. Money is doled out to people just because they are married to people in power. My brother, my sister, I'll tell you another thing. So if the vice president, who is a Muslim, decides to marry 4 wives, are all 4 wives going to receive allowances equivalent to the minister's salary? Now we are already hearing about one Ramatu Bawumia who has been kicked aside to keep quiet forever. As to whether there is truly one Ramatu Bawumia as the first or the second wife of the vice president, we cannot be too sure. And it is his religious right as a Muslim to marry up to about 4 if he wants. So he marries 4. All of them are going to receive the same salaries. What is their contribution to the development of this country? So at the time, my brother, my sister, if we have a vice president or even the president and the vice president and they both decide to marry 4, that means we have 8 people who are going to be on the taxpayers' money equivalent to the minister's salary. And remember, it is not once a year, it's monthly. What is their contribution? I have no problem if there is a certain kind of contribution. Oh, the vice president's wife's office is like this, and this is what the vice president's wife does. All I can remember is when they are going on campaign, they go with their wives to also talk. After that, that's it. Ghanaians, What do you think about this? Let's all come together and reason it out. You have a country that is on the verge of collapse. You have a country, anytime it rains, everywhere floods. You have a country where hospitals, my brother, my sister, are not enough. Pregnant women are still giving birth on the bare floor. And much more. The president's wife is going to take the same salary as the cabinet minister, who is supposed to serve the public for 4 solid years. That is if they get there, go ahead for the 4 years. I don't see this to be wise. It is the president's duty to take care of his wife. Same way it is the duty of every man to take care of their wives. Let me ask one last question and I'll leave this. So if the president's wife is actively involved in another job, for instance, teaching, or maybe in the hospital working as a nurse or as a doctor, the vice president's wife is also actively involved in some other caboodle, what happens? They will still take the money and go and take the teaching salary to an art. I'm just asking questions. And I leave it here. You see, this country is beginning to be a country of comedians. President Akuffo brought it in 2000 and it was never officially documented. Was he stealing the money? How can you use my tax money without telling me that this is the amount I've used to pay my wife? And this is the amount of money from your tax that I've used to pay my vice president's wife monthly. What happens to all the energetic youth who are out there, finish school and they are still perambulating the streets with no job? Is it not a slap in their faces? By the fact that you are married to the president or the vice president, therefore, hook, line and sinker, enjoy a minister's salary. What a joke. What a joke. I leave it here. My brother, my sister, I'm going to tackle the next thing quickly, and it's very important. Still talking about health. I'm reading this from my Joy Online, and this one was published today at 7:07 this morning. It says, family sues 37 military hospital over the death of 48-year-old man. Demands 2 million Ghana cedis. I read. The family of a man who died at a 37 military hospital has sued the hospital, a doctor there, the chief of defense staff, and government, demanding 2 million Ghana cedis damages for medical negligence leading to his death. The family says the death of Solomon Asari Kuma at the hospital in October 2019 was due to breach of contract and negligence by the hospital and the doctor, Colonel Dr. Gao Apia, who took care of him. The family in the rich say the hospital and its employees failed to exercise the due care when they wrongly inserted Solomon's breathing tube under his skin, thereby denying oxygen for a considerable amount of time and as such causing strain on his heart and other organs and thus causing his death. The read also says the hospital and its employees failed to ensure that on the 16th of September 2019, the drill required for Solomon's surgery was in good working condition before cutting up upon his skull, thereby exposing his body and other organs to considerable strain and clotting in the vein, a condition which subsequently required a surgery and cost the family more than $5,500 American dollars. The family is therefore demanding 2 million Ghana cedis for negligently causing the death of Solomon Asari Kuma. Well, my brother, my sister, hear me now. How many times have you gone to hospital and nurses misbehave? How many times do we go to the hospital and we are told that the doctor is having a snap? So wait. Before the doctor comes, you are dead. How many times have we gone to the hospitals in Ghana and we are sent away because there are no beds? How many times have we gone to the hospital and a certain good Samaritan tells us that there are no beds, but will still allow you to lie on the bare floor? They lie on the bare floor, come in with one sickness and go back with 28 other sicknesses. How many times, my brother, my sister, have you gone to the hospital and you have seen dead bodies lying down, some of them even getting rotten? How many times have we gone to the hospital, my brother, my sister, and we are given medicines and we are not told what those medicines will do? How many times have we gone to the hospital, my brother, my sister, and nurses come up to you, insult you from when you come in until when you go out? How many times have we gone to the hospital and we are even asked to pay bribes? How many times have we had a drunken doctor come to stand by us and he cannot even find our veins? How many times, my brother, my sister, have we gone to the Ghanaian hospital and that the doctor is drinking tea, so we should wait? Before the doctor comes, we have joined the ancestors. My brother, my sister, it brings tears into my eyes. Listen, in this country, professionalism has been thrown to the dogs. In fact, professionalism is not in the dictionary of this country. My brother, my sister, this case of this man here, listen to the details. I took my mother to the hospital in Tamale, and quickly they started putting some sugar solution into her body. And when she started reacting, doctor runs forward to her. Was she diabetic? Why did you not check all these things before putting that thing in there? You expected me, a layman, to come and tell you the medical history of my mother who is older than me. She starts reacting to something that was not supposed to have been put in her blood. If you knew your work and you were a professional, the poor woman dies, and all they say is that, oh, sorry, she passed on. My brother, my sister, how many of us have lost relatives like that? Unprofessionalism. Doctors have become demigods. In some cases, nurses are so badly behaved, you would think that they are directly sent from Satan. Some of them slap pregnant women. Some of them insult pregnant women. Unprintable words they slap these people with. I am glad that people have started suing. My brother, my sister, those of us who have been privileged to travel around the world, doctors in other parts of the world understand that they are there because of you. That the more they take care of you, the more they are fulfilled, because this is what they were trained to do. It's like a footballer. If the footballer goes on the pitch and there is no audience, or better still, no spectators, my brother, my sister, he is doing business in the dark. My brother, my sister, you are trained as a teacher and there are no students. What is the importance of your teaching profession? But doctors and nurses in this country don't seem to understand this basic ethic. They are so privileged to be nurses and doctors. And for that matter, it is their chance to get disrespectful and very, very retributive against the system. The president is sleeping. Doctor is angry. Go and wake up the president. No! You, the patient coming in, he will vent his spleen on you and deal with you. How many times have you gone to the hospital and we have to kill? Before they get to you, you are already in the cemetery. A lot of our doctors are running out of this country. And the paradox of the whole thing is, my brother, my sister, when they leave this country, they become better doctors elsewhere. They are on time. They deal with people with so much respect. Sometimes they even win awards. Why not in Ghana? Because our leadership is weak. Because our presidents, most of the time, are so selfish. When the minister's wife is sick, they will fly her all the way to America. What foolish people. Do you have sense? Why don't you think about fixing the broken element so that when you need it, it is just at your doorstep? No, they won't. They have the money to fly several miles away, so they will have the opportunity to take their shower in the sky. And right after the shower, they can go into the meeting when the plane lands. What foolishness. My brother, my sister, think about this. It hurts me that nurses are trained with the tax money of you and me, myself. They go there and come out and we become their enemies. Police people are trained with our tax money. They come out and we are their enemies. Soldiers are trained with our tax money, and the same soldiers come out and then they support dictators in power and shoot us down night and day. Where is the wisdom? Does it make sense? If I wasn't there, you would not be a soldier. If I wasn't there, you would not be a policeman. If I wasn't there, you the doctor will not be there. If I wasn't there, you the nurse will not be there. That is what in South Africa they call Ubuntu. I am there because you are. Better still, I am because you are. Each one stands for the other. How many of you have had the opportunity to travel out of this country? To Canada, to America, to even South Africa. When you are ill, the way nurses talk to you, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm really, really sorry. Would you want to have some tea? Or would you want to have some drink? This. Even when they are going to inject you, they beg you and tell you, oh, this is just going to be like it's just going to be like a stink, a little mosquito bite. That's it, nothing more. Here we go. Then that's it. Oh, sorry. Then they put something there, not here. Oh, you know how I mean, war there. That's what they do. They inject you as if they want to slaughter you. And they don't even have the courtesy, my brother, my sister, to understand psychology. Some people, at the sight of a needle, they even get sicker. No common sense to understand that psychology. Teachers are in school. They whip little children as if they were slaves, forgetting that the taxes of their fathers took you to a teacher training school to come and teach. I taught in America. And when you go to the class, everybody is served a snack. Whilst they are having their snack, they are listening to you. They have the opportunity to look at their iPads, to cross-check what you are teaching, wherever it is. And when the class ends, you don't leave the class. You stand at the gate whilst everybody walks out, just in case somebody just wants to book another appointment with you. In Ghana, students are sitting in class. Class is supposed to start at 8. By 10 o'clock, the teacher is still drinking tea. He's on the way coming. It rained in his area, so the whole place is muddy. He can't come. So students are fooling in class. When are we going to grow? My brother, tell me. When are we going to grow? When are we going to grow? Police people are trained. They come out and it looks like all the training that they had, they've forgotten everything. The only thing they remember is how to take bribe quickly. We are experts in taking bribe. We are experts in cheating. We are experts in fooling. We are experts in wickedness. We are never experts in service. No. You say service with integrity. Where is that integrity? When you travel to other parts of the country, then you would test real professionalism. Here, your president is not professional. Vice president is a lying man. minister of who, very unprofessional. Can you walk into the office of a minister and say that you want audience? If you're not careful, police will shoot you down and call you a terrorist. Can you walk to your assemblyman and say, oh, you want to sit with him and talk? He's too busy. Can you book an appointment with your MP today in Ghana and say you want to come and meet him? His mind is that you're coming to beg for money. He has no time. If you are lucky, he would answer the call and rush you off the phone. Be brief, I'm going into a meeting. Oh, please, I'm in a meeting, I'll call you later. And that later is forever, never happens. It's good people have started suing. I have a friend in America, and she tells me, I love it when people fool in America. It gives me the opportunity to sue and get money. If Ghana trots on the same path, when we can sue and make money, not when we sue and judges will take goats as bribe and jail us and free the armed robbers. The legal system is not even working. A judge will take a goat as a bribe. Courtesy Anas Armeyao Anas. We have seen stupid judges who take goat and free hardened armed criminals who have killed more than 20 people, shot and killed them all in cold blood. Judge takes one goat and comes out to say, I free you, go, you are free. How many innocent people are in jail? All because of the goat meat loving judges. How many people are in jail? All because of the goat meat loving idiots in our courts. Let's be serious, my brother. Election confusion. Oh, judges are going to sit on it, and everybody knows where it's going to end. Everybody knows where it's going to end. South Africa is getting ready to put Zuma in jail. Would it ever happen in Ghana? Tribal bigots will run out from their villages. Today, come out and say, oh, after the tenure of office of Nana Akuffo, we found out that he stole ABCDF. We are putting him in jail for 14 months. All the people in Chebi will come out. They are ready to fight. Why? Today, let us come out and say, oh, Mahama stole ABCD when he was in power. We putting him in jail 14 months. All the Gonja people around, hey, they would all run out. Say, hey, what is happening? Say you are going to lock Rawlings. You will see. All the Evers in Togo will all come and join those in Ghana and come and fight. Where are we going? Where is the allegiance? The allegiance, is it for the country or is for individual tribes? Where are we going as a country? Tell me, my brother. A friend of mine just passed out of the police school and came out, and I sat this person down and said, hear me now. So be that change. We see what our police people do on the streets. The president is already disrespecting the police. Where police is supposed to be, they bring soldiers because they've given them 40% increment to shoot and kill us. Every dictator has the soldier. They pay the soldier more than they pay the police. So when they are fooling, the soldiers will be with them against the same people who took them to army school, shooting and killing us night and day. Mobutu did it. Iyadima did it. Paul Biya did it. Buhari is doing it. We all know. How did Rawlings stay in power for so long? Because of the soldier. He made sure that the police was nothing. Police became useless in the days of Rawlings. Soldier was the thing. In the days of Rawlings, we saw soldiers slapping police on the street and calling them useless. True or false? It was Akuffo who came and said, enough is enough with soldiers. Let's have some police do their work. We love police. We love soldier. Soldier has his duties. Police has his duties. But every dictator will silence the police and let the soldier override the police. And that is what is happening in Ghana right now. You increase soldier salary 40%. I was told when some of the soldiers went to the bank and saw their salaries, some of them almost collapsed. Police are yet to get that. If they have gotten it only 1 hour ago, then I apologize. My brother, my sister, doctors kill us night and day and nobody holds them responsible. A doctor knows that, oh, this thing is going to cut in your stomach, might take your life. But for some demonic reason, and because of lack of accountability to the stewardship, they go kick. Oh, sorry, we lost him. We lost him. In my days, anytime a woman was pregnant and was taken to the hospital, we started organizing a funeral. So what we did, when our mothers were pregnant, we kept them at home and called the local midwife with traditional training to come and take care of all of us. My brother, my sister, a lot of us were born in the middle of our rooms with fire burning in the corner. Doctors and nurses would have to be responsible in this country. Enough of the foolishness. When you are on strike, we join you. We support you because we know how hard you work. Coronavirus came. Look at how Ghanaian doctors work very hard. But there are still a few bad nuts amongst them who are spoiling the name of the profession. It behoves on you to axe them out, cut them out one after the other. Continue suing them, continue. And when they start paying, things will be okay. After all, the president himself is paying judgment debt. Why is this president still in power? Why is Addo still in power? He should be impeached. I am told that the Ejura shootings, in fact, the MCE was trying to run out of the country. What was he going to? Where was he going? They arrested him at the airport, I was told. The MCE that they sacked. If you didn't do anything wrong, why were you running out? Are you aware that ministers in Ghana do not pay for fuel? They drive their cars all over the place. Fuel is taken care of by the state. Some of them don't even pay electricity bills. It is you and I. They have hefty salaries. They have car allowances. They sit in air-conditioned cars and offices. They enjoy luxury. Yet they say they are our servants. How is the servant paid more than the master? They don't pay for fuel. That is why when they are increasing the fuel prices, they don't think twice. You and I suffer. That is why you and I must come together and be united and fight a common fight. If we are divided, they are happy. They call it divide and rule. At the end of the day, we all are going to fall aside. All the borrowing Mr. President is doing. Now you are 18. You two, you are 20. That one is 22. In 20 years' time, Mr. President will be close to 100 years. That is if he's still alive. 20 years. Who is going to pay for all this? All the cocoa farms that have been destroyed. Cocoa farms that our fathers have been on for the past 50 years and over. It took a Galamsey government to destroy all this. $37 military hospital. Check it out. The same 37 military hospital, my brother, my sister, has saved the lives of many. Canada, Japan just went there to pay for the building of an 80-bed cardiothoracic hospital block. We have heard stories about how people were carelessly marked, oh, dead, and they put them in the morgue only for them to wake up. Why? And I hear people saying, oh, but it happens in Germany. It also happens in, we want this country to be better. I leave it here. My brother, my sister, I'm going to tackle the next thing. There was a demonstration today, right? You all heard about the demonstration. It is here. It says March for Justice, and I'm reading this from City News. It says March for Justice demo. NDC youth petition Nana Addo, Parliament over growing insecurity. And I read, the protesting youth of the Opposition National Democratic Congress NDC on Tuesday, July 6, 2021 submitted a petition to the president after their March for Justice demonstration. The national youth organizer of the party, George Opariado, led some members of the party to present the petition at the seat of government. After reading out the content of the petition, he presented it to the Deputy Chief of Staff in charge of operations, Emmanuel Bosman, who gave assurances that the document would be given to President Akuffo. The group also presented a copy of the petition to Parliament. I'll leave it here. Our president is a demonstration-loving president. He did kumi prekun, uyemi prekun. We all saw that, right? That's good. In recent times, they have tried to use some kind of isms and schisms to silence demonstrations. Today, the demonstration went on good. The multitudes came out. The placards were flying all over the place. They have succeeded in giving Mr. President that thing. Some people will say, oh, this will not go anywhere, but it will make a certain mark. How? I tell you this. Now the whole world has come to see that there's a demonstration. Where Nana Addo is going to borrow his next money from, they know that the country is unstable. They know through this demonstration and the few others that happened that this is a country that is unstable. People are dying. What was the purpose of this demonstration? Increasing insecurity. True? Is it true? Is it justified? People are shot and killed in Ejura. This morning I woke up and I saw the video of a headless body in Kumasi, Ashanti region somewhere. A driver is killed, headmaster is killed, and when you ask, oh, money, because they watch juju on TV, the juju men tell them if they bring a human head, they can become millionaires. So they go around scavenging for people to kill victims. My brother, my sister, this demonstration is very important, and I'm happy that it happened. And I'm glad that people wore their nose masks, or better still face masks, and went out there to demonstrate. Right now, Mr. President is sitting there and shaking because the country that was said to be the second most peaceful country in Africa, this is it. Headless bodies, soldiers are shooting and killing. The next report that will come, you see Ghana at the 50th. You tweeted to end SARS. You tweeted for George Floyd. You tweeted for other dead people in other countries. Your own people are dying. You are still sleeping. Our president only sleeps when our people die. But when other people are dead in some other countries, they are awake. Look at the hypocrisy. George Floyd died all the way in America. You organized a national vigil for George Floyd, who was killed by one policeman. And that policeman did not even pull the trigger. He used his knee on the neck, suffocated this man. You saw it as bizarre. You saw it as heinous. You saw it as, what is that word? Bloody. And I saw. You saw it as ghastly. And came out, condemned it, and organized the whole nation to have a funeral for one man that the police killed in America. Not in Chebi, not in Tamale, not in Bolga. America. Today, under your very nose, during the elections, 9 people were gunned down. Not even, oh, condolences. No, there be Ejura shooting and killing. It took him days before he came out and said, oh, blah, blah, boom, 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 in a tweet. My brother, my sister, the more we talk and act, the better we get them to account for their stewardship. When Obama came here, he said one thing that we will never ever forget. What did he say? He said, Africa no longer needs strong men. What Africa needs is what? Institutions that work. The South African system is working because of institutions. When Zuma steals, that institution will betray him. But here, our institutions are limbless. They are colorless. They are amorphous. They are voidless. Here, our institutions don't work. If our institutions worked, Achimota School will not disgrace itself in court and in the whole world. A school that Nkrumah attended, because of somebody's culture, dreadlocks, you say you won't take this person because of your Christian God. Foolishness. Achimota School disgraced itself right from the treble to the base. And today they are quiet. Those boys are in the school doing magic. Those boys are scattering the whole school. So brilliant. Maybe more brilliant than the headmistress. But they wanted to deny them just because they don't read the Bible. Or probably they don't believe in their Bible God. Where are the institutions? Are they working? Are they working? We want to know how much the president spent taking a shower in the skies. Up till now, finance minister says he's compiling it. It looks like he's doing a budget for 10 years in a row. It's taking him all the time. He can't. What are you going to tell Parliament? Oh, president flew here and flew there, and then he used this amount of water. President wants to take a shower in the sky. Are you Satan? You want to take shower in the sky so that the water will drop on us, on the ground. What is happening? You want water in your plane in the skies. One fire service cannot get water in the ground here for their fire hydrants. Listen to this paradox. Mr. President wants water to shower. I don't know if it's Janabat he wants to bath or what. I don't know. Maybe it's Janabat. He wants to bath in the sky. Water should flow. Wah, wah, wah. Yet fire service on the ground cannot find water. Jesus have mercy. Hey, I leave this. I'm going to tackle the next thing. Now you all heard about the fire that raised down Makola. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Jesus have mercy. We all saw the fire. It was like hell. I think at a point some people even saw Satan's face in the fire. Ha! Fire blazing, and we're hearing pow, pow, pow. They were like bombs. Fire service came. Hear me now. The fire hydrants were there, but they were empty, dry. It's like you are driving your car, you have a fire extinguisher, and then when it is it comes now into a need, you take it and it's all empty. So they have to run to circle and fill their vans with water and come and here. When they were trying to move, they realized that they had no petrol in their vans. No petrol. Is it because of the ministers who get free petrol? That's why there's shortage of petrol for the needed thing, the needful. Connect all these things. Ministers get free petrol, and all those people, so they can sit anywhere and increase the prices. You don't care. When it is most needed, go and quench that fire. Ooh, Petrol no day inside. Oh, driver is sitting somewhere drinking a petition. Petrol no day inside. Massa, I swear petrol no day inside. From 2 months ago, petrol never come inside. What? And people's property graze down. They will come out with a committee to drink tea and share the taxpayers' money and blame it on Mahama. How many of you connect with this? When the markets were burning, did they not say it was Mahama? Mahama is sitting in Pasingpe, praying to the Gonja gods that he becomes the next president. Again, thinking about what he can do wherever he is. They will blame him for their failure and foolishness. Was it Mahama who drained the petrol in the fire vans? Was it Mahama? Oh, Ghana, why? Why? Your fire service vans do not understand the language of emergency anymore. Your entry points into Ghana, people are now taking 5 Ghana cedis to allow people in. Kandapa is still there as the minister of what? Interior minister is still there. He says Ghana is safe. Andrews Derry, it is so safe. Compare it to other countries like Burkina Faso and Mali and Afghanistan and even which is the other country self, Somalia and even Tigray in Ethiopia. You're better. You're better. You hear that language? IGP is sitting down there. What does he say? Oh, why are you worried when people are killed? Is this heaven? It is only in heaven there's no crime. In heaven, there is no crime. That is why we see in all the crime. In heaven, there is no crime. That is why we shooting and killing you. I say in heaven, there is no crime. So whilst you live in Ghana, we go shoot. President go baffo. In the skies, oh, Andrews there, oh, go tell you say, everything fine, everything sweet, oh, compared to Burkina, oh, compared to Somalia, compared to Liberia, Ghana is heaven. Hallelujah. Listen to the mentality. Check the vibe. And you see that we have wasted people in this country. You will see that we have people who have no brains. IGP is still sitting there. He doesn't know his work. If he did, he would not be saying that this is not heaven. Of course, we know it's not heaven. We would have seen Angel Gabriel flying with his wings all over the place. Angel. Then we all be saying, Angelo, Angelo, flap the wings more. We're enjoying the air. It is in hell we have crime. So the crime that we have here is Ghana hell now. This logic. Oh my God. The youth, I'm talking to all of you. It is time to open your ears and think. If we don't think, we are in trouble. The only man in Ghana that I admire right now is the Greater Accra Regional Minister. There's a report here, Ghana Web, which says, relocated oil traders happily hail Henry Kwate. And when you read it, it says that he had a meeting with them and they are so happy. Remember when he was moving some of these people, there were even people were throwing stones and some were even shooting scraps. Today they are all at Ajin Kotoku and they are happy. Prisoners that you lock out for 50 years. When you release them, you give them 5 pesos and say they should go all the way to Pesingpe in the northern region. Why? Prisoner that has been locked up. Even when he's going to court, the prison officer who is supposed to take him court, most of the time is the one who pays for the taxi. Are you aware of that? Go and ask prison service. When a prisoner is supposed to go to court, It is the prison officer most of the time who doles out the money and stops a taxi and says, Yanko. So what happens? Prison officer doesn't have money. He's not paid well. He's not a soldier. So he didn't get 40% increase. So he stays away. He forgets that, oh, the court date self, they can't, but he make it pass. He make it pass. You don't get money. Me make I go pay for taxi. No. Judge sister, okay, case number 00006. Mr. Person, he's not here. The next court, if he doesn't come out, pronounce my judgment, he won't find out why he's not even there. Next court case, prison officer has no money, which is not his fault. He doesn't come. What is next? Fine. Go to jail. 70 years without parole. He goes. And the day he's released, that judge who pronounced it would have long been dead. They give him 20 pesos. Because according to our laws, whatever it is, they are still spending 20 pesos. Go all the way to the northern region where you were arrested. He starts lacking in Accra because 20 pesos can't take him anywhere. And he renews his vows with criminality. Those who know this will know. Those who don't know, they would smoke cigarettes tonight before they understand. My brother, my sister, on this note, we have so many other things to talk about, but I'm going to leave that here. I'm going to let that rest, and then we'll deal with this some other time. But in the interim, remember, this is our country. It's your country. It is my country. Have you heard that the Ashanti regional minister said that he picked up some information, intelligence, that the Ejura boys were going to attack and burn the police station? And when he was asked who gave him that intelligence, he said, no, I cannot divulge that. I'm not going to preempt or prejudice the sitting. But my brother, we have seen such commissions. They would work hard and bring out the findings. At the end of the day, your sleepy president would sleep on the whole findings and make nonsense out of the taxpayers' money. And the next day, he's at the Galamsey field burning excavators. Judgment debt. We pay again whilst he's taking a shower in the sky, getting ready to enter a meeting to beg for money. Jesus. I leave you. My name Blakk Rasta. It's been the Black Pot. We do this every day, 3:30 to 4:30, 1 hour of thinking and reasoning with our ancestors and putting the youth on a better pedestal. The youth, we are one. Let's work together and get a better country. We want a country where fire service works, prison officers work. Things are working. Other countries have, Rwanda has done it. Rwanda has done it. Did Ghana experience any murder and killing? Genocide? Did we experience mammocide in this country? Genocide in Rwanda. Today, their president is strong, tall, and walking. Ours is still sleeping. God have mercy. My name Blakk.